About Prince Harry and Camilla, the ongoing battle seemingly, which was now put out in print by the former royal, you can obviously see there's a lot of discord there between him and her. Well, seemingly not her. As I've said to you before, she's openly stated that they got on incredibly well. Obviously, she knew that there were going to be difficult times during the teenage years, but as she said, she never really cited to be a replacement in any shape or form, but was simply there as the mother of teenage children herself to guide and hopefully give some advice. Seemingly, all that went incredibly well for many years. However, when you read Prince Harry's book, seemingly not. He clearly was harbouring some negative thoughts about Camilla for many years, but as a source told me, they were never brought up at any point. They always seemed to be getting on incredibly well. Now, there's a situation developed over here, thanks, of course, to Camilla's very close bond with the Prince of Wales, Prince William. Now, obviously, he's more mature, understands exactly the situation that was going on with his late mother. As we've said to you before, you have to remember there are two people in that particular story, seemingly the one that Prince Harry is now wiped out of that narrative. And when you think William, yes, a little bit older, but still very young, even in his own years, had his own personal struggles, but has decided to keep his own counsel. But as the source pointed out to me, these attacks on Camilla have in fact brought William and Catherine closer to the Queen Consort. This is because now, as older people approaching their middle years, they do understand exactly what good she did for them in very difficult times. And as, of course, Harry and William pointed out many years ago, Camilla makes Pa happy, and they were happy for that. The point that Harry makes in the book about how they didn't want Pa to marry Camilla is still up to subjection, People don't actually remember that particular conversation. But once again, given the amount of gaffes in Harry's book, one could suggest that there's going to be many of those when you read through it, if you've got the stamina for the 15 hours of audio. I haven't, right? But what's interesting here, as I say, is that William is really, really dismayed at Harry for seemingly publicly making it incredibly difficult once again for Camilla in the public domain. This is a year more than any other that the king, his father, King Charles, needs support. And to see adverse publicity, adverse negativity in the world's media when everybody's going to be on public display ahead of the coronation on May the 6th is very petty indeed. But what's really interesting is this. According to a very good source, the turning point once again for Prince Harry to revisit some of the pages allegedly in his book was this picture, taken, of course, at the funeral of the late and beautiful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. There is Meghan standing all alone, estranged, so it appears, from other members of the British monarchy. And according to a very good source, Meghan felt terribly hurt by this. Well, given the amount of things she'd said about these particular individuals, can you actually blame them for not wishing to speak to her? Obviously not, but according to a very good source, they were polite, amiable, and tried their best. According to that source, she wasn't very keen to move forward or have a chat. So either way, one narrative outweighs the other one, but seemingly in the world of Harry and Meghan, this was the turning point once again, according to that source, for Harry to revisit his thoughts, pages, and his mindset regarding the Queen Consort, once again leaving his elder brother to pick up the very much damaged pieces. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.